Magandang araw, Podmates. The Twitter handle of our guest today is Doc for Dead, as in patay. She is a forensic pathologist, which means she's a doctor who specializes in examining dead bodies for evidence and clues to mysteries. But on Twitter, she often jokes about her occupation. Her latest tweet is about the campaign gimmick of her political party called AA Bangkay Party List, where she as candidate will be in a funeral car followed by Walking Dead. With that, I'd like to introduce our guest today, Dr. Raquel Fortun, the most famous forensic pathologist in the country. Magandang araw sa inyo, Dr. Fortun.
Hi, good day. Infamous, make that infamous.
Before we go any further, Doc, I just quoted from your tweet. I just need to make sure that your tweet about the AA Bangkay Party List is fictitious. Baka maniwala ang ibang listeners.
That has been a joke. Parang, in keeping with the Doc for Dead theme. I've always wanted Doc for Dead sana as my fancy personalized car plate. Pero hindi pwede yun eh. So when my daughter recruited me, mag-Twitter ka para in daw. I've always fancied, sali kaya ako dyan sa party list system na yan. And that's it. Must have something to do with the dead. And I added AA there kasi, di ba at first siya?
Para una, doon sa listahan.
Yeah, alphabetical. So ang nananalo yung mga nasa una sa listahan.
Okay.
But that's the fun me.
Well, it's kind of amusing, not just because of what you're tweeting there, but because of who you are, no? Napakaseryoso ng inyong occupation. In fact, many people would probably think of it as morbid, no? Kasi nga you see a lot of dead bodies, and at the same time, no, uso ngayon ng mga zombie. So I'm sure maraming natatawa o maaaring naniniwala doon sa yung mga ibang tweets. Baka manalo pa kayo. No, kahit fictitious yung inyong party list, no. But why joke about the dead in this way? No, won't some people think it's not respectful? Ganon.
Well, for me, it's really my work is depressing. Nakakapanlumo din eh. I don't tweet everything, and it's my way of lightening up, not taking myself too seriously also. It's probably a way to connect to people as well. If you put humor in it, it's just my style.
Could it be, Doc, dahil malalim yung tradition or yung beliefs natin sa mga supernatural, no, versus science. Laging nagtatalo yung dalawang yan, no, sa kultura natin, no. So maybe there's not enough belief in science, the scientific method, the systems for evidence gathering versus yun nga, yung mga paniniwala sa ghosts and the supernatural or even yung mga will of God.
Actually, I find that notion insulting to the Filipino kasi we're not that backward. We have academic educational institutions at par with other countries. Hindi tayo ganun ka sinauna. Okay? So I would not really put a lot of emphasis there. I've been asked several times, and here I am refuting. There's a science to that. There's an explanation, and so on. So, yes, it's still around, yung mga aswang, pinatay ng kung ano-ano, and so on. But no, I think it goes beyond that religion versus science or ignorance by choice, etc. Well, for one thing, at first I thought, mahirap tayo eh. Mayaman lang yung merong may death investigation system kasi meron na silang extra money para sa patay na sagot na nila yung basic needs ng buhay, which would be food, housing, education, health, yan. But over the years, I have changed my stance also. parang hindi naman ganun ka-poor pala ang Pilipinas. It's just that the funding is not put in the right places. Like, kung may pera naman tayo pero hindi maganda yung pamamalakad such that nasasagot mo yung basic needs. Yan. Tapos, so, ang susunod doon, that's it. Paano na yung mga patay? Death investigation. And again, kung hindi na pa-prioritize yung buhay, nananakawan tayo, edi all the more, hindi rin napa-prioritize yung patay. So, I think it's also rooted in governance. Also, yung mismanage ang funds sa Pilipinas. Tapos isa pa yung attitude din ng mga tao and also at the same time ng Estado. Kasi ang forensic science, talagang lalabas yung katotohanan. Okay? We're after the truth. Bakit ka mag-i-invest sa isang bagay na lalabas yung kapalpakan, yung mga mali? Yun ang napansin ko sa Pilipinas, hindi tayo ganun ka-serious about accountability. Lalo na kung may masasagasaang mga tao na prominent, yan, may mga bulong-bulungan na, uy, wag niyong isabit ito kasi ganyan-ganyan, siya si ganyan-ganyan. Hindi katulad ng halimbawa United States. I think kasi doon ako nag-train mas seryoso sila about holding people accountable for misdeeds. Sa Pilipinas, parang hindi. Mas nakikita ko pang yun ng dahilan kung bakit hindi tayo umaasenso.
Tama yung sinabi niyo, maraming takot sa katotohanan, no? Especially when certain crimes are quite obvious, di ba? As we've all seen in the past several years, no? But we search this yung inyong field, no? There's a forensic science institute that was already approved by UP, no? I know this is what has been one of your pet projects. Ano na po yung status niyan?
Meron yatang mga bills putting that forensic science institute under the OST, which is actually also good, but I don't know what has happened to that. Pero mga bills lang to Again, I think if you have an administration, on a national level, an administration that is seriously after the truth, no matter what, that is when forensic science in the Philippines will finally take off.
Well, who knows, no? Who knows what the near future will hold. Anyway, Doc, you've been very generous with your time. Gusto namin magpasalamat, no? Thank you, first of all, for your constant search for the truth and for being one of the truth tellers sa ating lipunan, no? Salamat sa inyong serbisyo at sa inyong kaalaman na ibinahagi nyo sa amin. Thank you. Doc for Dead sa Twitter, Dr. Raquel Fortun.
Thank you, Dan.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. Check out the Howie Severino Podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms.